Sellinger, good on the 13-footer.
And you can tell they had that play ready to go. Well done on the inbound.
For Philadelphia, they've gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. And it's Okafor missing.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
And it's Turner off the drive. LeBron with the block. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock.
Great hustle to turn the block shot into a fast break hoop. That's a big-time play.
Celtics trail by 3. Outside Bradley. Sellinger the screen. Bradley dishes to Turner. With 1 on the clock. What a play. Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
And that's a big bonus for him.
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that has been very close so far.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. And an exciting time of the year as the first game of the regular season is halfway through. For the 76ers, the first quarter was pretty even. Some good action during the period, as it was just a 1-point game at the end of one. The second quarter was a strong effort for them as they continued to battle, and they were able to close out the half in a good position. And from what we saw so far from the Sixers, Kenny, what's your takeaway?
They were clearly a better shooting team. Their play calling and execution were on point. It wasn't a dominant performance, but you did get an idea of how efficient they can be. They'll need to continue that kind of shooting if they want to pull away in the second half.
And Shaq, what are your thoughts on Boston?
Well, their defense was really inconsistent. They get a stop, then turn around and give up an easy bucket. That's why they allowed over 50% shooting. Their defense needs to be a lot more focused in the second half.
And that'll wrap up our halftime show. The third quarter set to go moments from now. We will be right back here after the game.
And we welcome you back. Glad to have you with us as more basketball is on the way. During the break, the players getting refueled with Gatorade. And we're looking amped up and ready to get going once again. Look at LeBron James. He's really been playing well.
And what he gives his team, guys, is an edge. He just lights up an arena when he gets it going. And in that first half, young fella had it going.
Not just an edge, though, Greg. I think he gives them a confidence and a swagger they wouldn't otherwise have. And he's a special player to have around, no doubt about that.
Kicking off the second half, here's Brett Brown's foul. We've got Okafor, Paul out there with Kobe. Then there's Carl Landry, and it's James in at the small forward position.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas. You know, one of the things, guys, that impressed me about the Celtics was the number of assists they had. I mean, they really focused on moving the ball. And when you do that and you have shot makers, the assists pile up.
And the shot is good.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
And, Greg, those looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
With the Celtics and their assists, they were second in the league in potential assists per game, meaning shots they missed that if they made would have been assists.
And that is a good thing, if you weren't sure. I mean, they were sandwiched between the Hawks and Warriors in that category. Pretty good company to be in. So they move the ball well. They just need to get a little more consistent at knocking down open shots.
Their second half has started quite well. They've been good on 3 of their first 4 attempts.
And there's the call on James. That's his first foul.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either, Greg. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
Smart kicks to Johnson. They set the screen. Now the dish to Thomas. His three-pointers off the mark. The 76ers trail. The drive by LeBron. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Turner's checked in for Crowder. Jeremy Grant, he's checked in for Philadelphia. And the foul called on Nerlens Noel. That is his first foul of the game. Mickey's checked in for Johnson. Embiid with the steal. And Grant with the clear path to the hoop. And he misses the fast break layup. Boston's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Smart misses. The 76ers have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. To the middle, pass to Mickey. Using his post moves to get the 2 points. Mickey's got his first points of the game.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
Yeah, that's a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yeah, he was on the money, that's no doubt. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Olynyk sets a screen for Thomas. Goes up on the wing. It's hauled in by the 76ers. LeBron's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Embiid, the pass to LeBron. And there's the whistle, fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. That one on Smart. The 76ers shooting their second and third free throws tonight. Free throw good, LeBron. Both free throws good from James. It's still anybody. All right, the fourth quarter of action getting underway. We've had a great one so far with both sides coming to play. Boston trailing. Jared Sullinger is out there with Amir Johnson. Then it's Jay Crowder. Then there's Bradley. And it's Turner in at the 1. That's who's in the game for the Celtics.
Wow, the fans are really getting their money's worth tonight. What an entertaining ball game.
Up to this point, Greg, it's been almost impossible to separate these teams. I think this one's going to be close all the way.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Brett Brown as he addressed his team. As this game approaches its finale, the outcome's still undecided. He told them, we're not far, fellas. It's within reach. Seize the moment and walk away with a win. Guys?
LeBron dishes to Bryant. Unloads from 13. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. And the 76ers lead by 2. Turner against Paul. And Turner kicks to Johnson. Sullinger the screen. Crowder the pass to Sullinger. Had the space there, but it's offline.
I tell you what, folks, I bet he won't miss that shot next time he takes it.
The drive by James. Good on the shot. Now it's a 4-point Philadelphia lead.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
Just no resistance on the interior.
Bradley against Bryant. Baseline J on the way. Here's Sullinger, and that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. Now a timeout called by Boston. They're down by 4. We've got 1:48 left to play here in the fourth. Here's Bradley. Sullinger the screen. Bradley dishes to Turner. Pass to Sullinger. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. James kicks to Kobe. Bradley with some nice D. Celtics trail by 4. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. No one near Turner as he lets it go. And good, he nails it. The 76ers are gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Paul passes to Kobe. Shot from 12. Bradley with some nice D.
You love the closeout on that possession.
Excellent defense, active, and he made it a very tough shot for him.
And now the 76ers on the break. Landry no good. And here's Boston. Now here's Bradley, the fast break opportunity. Connects! A huge shot to tie it up.
Clutch shot right there. That could be the difference maker.
Indeed, it might be a big, huge moment in this game right there.
Here's Okafor. The 76ers again can't hit it.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Stolen by Landry. It's 2-on-1. And here they go. Oh, missed it.
And this is why you need good defenders on the interior to contest shots.
Yeah, Greg, making every shot a hard one, even the shots in close.
And it's Bradley off the drive. Time expires, and we're going to overtime. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. Overtime just ahead. Jump ball right around the corner. And so off the tip, it's Boston. So the overtime period is now ticking away. Should be fun. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup for us now in overtime. Taking a look at the 76ers. They've got LeBron James. Bryant is out there with Paul. Then it's Noel. And it's Landry in at the 4 spot.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Now a timeout called by Boston. The score knotted at 33. There's 1:47 left to play in OT, and this battle continuing. Boston with the ball. Outside Thomas. Feeds it to Bradley. Dishes it to Olynyk. Plays it up and banks it in. And the Celtics lead by 2.
Those defenders look like they're out of gas. I mean, they're getting pushed around on the low block.
Yeah, but they better rally soon because they've given up 3 straight buckets in the paint. Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Bradley with the ball, picked up by Bryant. And Kobe Bryant gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was 1 step late that time, Greg.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Sullinger comes in for Zoe, and it's Johnson in for Olynyk. Thomas kicks to Johnson. Bradley, no one around him. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Noel dishes to LeBron. Connects!
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
It's tipped. Johnson. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
And they had a foul to give, but you want to use it on the ground.
Yeah, I agree with you there, but at least they did get the clock stopped. That is the one saving grace of that situation.
And both free throws good for Johnson.
Been a good one for Johnson. He has 8 points, and he's done his job at the charity stripe. He's gotten 4 of his points from there.
And that's a good place to get them. They don't come easier than that, but you've got to get yourself there first. The lead changes hands once more. There has been no separation between these two teams.
You know, it's made for one heck of an entertaining game. Even when it hasn't been the best basketball being played, it sure has been fun to watch.
Here's Noel. Money!
Such a strong finisher on the fast break.
And, Greg, I love the fact he's always in control. Even though he's going at breakneck speed, he still maintains his body control.
Now a timeout called by Boston. They're behind by 4. 29 seconds left in the first overtime. And Philadelphia making a change here. Okafor's checked in.
Wow, he was just wide open there. That's way too easy.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. And I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
You know, I think that's probably a smart move.
I think so, too.
And with that basket, you'd have to think this lead is secure.
I'm almost ready to go there with you, partner. Not quite. I'm hanging around at that 98% mark, so it's just about done, but I need a little more evidence to close the book on it.
That's his second personal foul.
And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
Yeah, they have to extend the game. I mean, plain and simple. Use every second you can on the clock here.
He drops the first one, and that puts them up by 5. And so he drops them both. It's a 6-point ball game.
No mistakes there. I think you can close the book on this one, guys. It's done.
No good there. So the 76ers win it. They had to scrape and claw to push it to overtime, but they really came on in the extra period.
Yeah, when adversity was at its greatest, they came up big. They seemed to relax a little bit once we got into overtime.
And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Chris, how does a win like this help propel the team at this point in the schedule?
Hopefully it gets...
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, everybody. Ernie Johnson here along with Shaq and the Jet as we present our Jordan Player of the Game, LeBron James. What'd you think, Kenny?
I can't imagine a player having a better night from the field than he had tonight. His shooting percentage was off the charts. He used every trick in the book to get those high percentage shots. He shot from every direction, and there was a little bit of luck here and there, but he was on fire.
There was nothing they could do to slow him down, Ernie. Man, go into a building on the road and completely control the action like he did. Only a few players could do that, Ernie. I'm impressed.
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just getting started on a new season in the NBA. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again soon.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey there, and thank you for joining us on 2K.
Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting NBA basketball game. Kevin Harlan here along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. For the Philadelphia 76ers, they won their last contest, that game against the Celtics in Boston. It was a close game. They needed overtime to finish them off.
You could see it in that game. Despite the odds going against them, once it got to OT, they had that belief and resolve that they could win it.
And, Greg, sometimes we've seen it happen where a team that's supposed to be the underdog gets the game into OT, and then the momentum swings their way.
And checking out Utah's opening lineup, Favors and Gobert, the shot-blocking duo inside. And it's Hayward, and it's Hood in at the shooting guard.
And, guys, as many rookies do, Rodney Hood hit some major bumps in the road last season. I mean, he came in with the reputation of having an NBA-ready jumper, yet only hit 41% of his shots. He had that foot injury that kept him out for a string of games. Well, that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, nice job there, Greg. Recognizing the opportunity was there to push it, and then excellent execution.
Special thanks to Kia for that sweet Kia Slam Cam replay. And taken away by Paul. Left side, Kobe. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
A delicious dime from Chris Paul there.
1:49 left to play here in the first. Pass to Gobert. Puts it up from 12. No good. And it's Philadelphia the other way. This is their first chance to take a look at the Jazz this season.
Yeah, and a pair of losses for them in their meetings last season. And the cold, hard truth about it, they just had a hard time beating anybody last year.
You know, Greg, those were games where you thought they could get a win. But now they need to forget about it. It's in the past. Let it go. And they've got to focus on the present and try to make a better run of it this time.
Dishes it to Hayward. 6 on the shot clock. Favors with a screen on Landry. Hayward goes in and off the front iron, and in it goes. Hayward's got his first 2 points.
How about the screen that frees him up, though, for the jumper?
Paul kicks to Okafor, and he slams it one-handed.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
The Jazz have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Kicks to Favors. Tries from 10. Here's Gobert. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
Just a grinder. Always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass. And that's one of the things he brings to the table.
You know, one of the things I think we forget about with Chris Paul is just how clutch he is as a player. I mean, getting the go-ahead shot in Game 7 against the Spurs last postseason was a big reminder to everyone that this guy is clutch.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Embiid, he's checked in for Okafor. Nerlens Noel comes in for Carl Landry. And it's Cannon in for Bryant. That is good. Max got his first 2 points of the night. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. James, the pass to Paul. From the wing. And he hits the jumper for 2.
How sweet was that? Honey sweet. Paul with great form.
Here's Burke. And Utah again with the bucket.
Wow, got that one off right in the face of the big fella. Nice quick-fire release.
Yeah, and the mid-range shot really the only option in that situation. Sometimes when you're facing a bigger guy, you can't get it all the way to the rim.
And we reached the end of the first quarter. 76ers lead by 4. And we'll return shortly. And earlier, Chris Paul told us about the depth of their roster. So important for any team. When you're starters feel that good about their second unit guys, that's a heck of an asset that a team can have. And if you've seen Chris Paul cheering from the bench, you know that it's very, very true.
And Kevin, that's the kind of team that's always been so much fun to play on. Everybody's really pulling for one another, no matter who's playing. Even in practice, with that kind of a team, you tend to have more fun.
And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And guys, what's your take so far on Philadelphia?
They've been a well-oiled machine offensively thus far.
They've kept the ball moving, Greg, and their opponents chasing after it. That's how they've piled up all the points.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. And so in the game for the 76ers, Grant at small forward with Noel at the 4. Cannon out there with Hollis Thompson. And it's Embiid in at the 5. Philadelphia started to create a little bit of an identity last season. After all their transactions, Clark, and shifting around, they settled down and came together.
Yeah, and I tell you, it looks like the identity will be the Sixers being a defensive team going forward. Offense, as it fits and starts, but defensively, they found some traction.
As you said, the 76ers will be a team built on defense going forward. At least that's what it seems like to me. They have very active hands and can bother a lot of shots. They also force a ton of turnovers as well.
Some changes for Philadelphia. Okafor's checked in, and Carl Landry has subbed in for Nerlens Noel. Utah also making some changes. Gobert's checked in for Favors. Hayward comes in for Mack, and it's Dante Exum in for Burke. And he gets it to go.
And, you know, guys, the Sixers did force a lot of turnovers, but they also gave the ball away the most in the NBA, so kind of negated the turnovers they forced. They can be as defensive as they want, but they've got to get better at taking care of the ball if they're going to improve.
Another miss by Utah. The 76ers lead. Here's Kobe. Burks pulls it in.
The right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
Hayward can hit.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
That's good. Cannon's got the lead up to 4 now for Philadelphia.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
At the top of the key, Landry. Off target with the free throw line, Jay.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Exum dishes to Gobert. Pass to Hayward. Burks with it. Working on Bryant. Burks can't get it to go. Wing shot on the way. Cannon can't hit.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
Exum with a wide open look. Nice jump shot from the top of the key. Exum's got his first basket of the night. And for those of you just joining us, we're in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. And that'll do it for the first half.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, 2 quarters down, 2 to go. Welcome back, Ernie. Chris Paul had a huge first quarter. He had 8 points, 3 assists, and 1 steal. And from what we saw so far from... And now, folks, it's just about time for the third quarter to begin. We will see you after the final buzzer.
Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far. It's been a clinic by Chris Paul.
How about the magic touch he had on display there in that first half in terms of finding his teammates? Just a plethora of assists.
Plethora, you're going deep into that dictionary of yours, man. It's not a common occurrence with this guy, though. Typically, he's more of a finisher, but that's not been the case in this one.
Checking out the group for Quinn Snyder to start the second half. The forwards are Hayward and Favors. And it's Rudy Gobert, and it's Hood in at the 2 spot. Well, at this point in his career, Clark, it's safe to call Chris Paul one of the all-time great point guards.
Yeah, without question. I mean, for a long time, it was hard to argue that Chris Paul wasn't the top point guard in the league. Even now, you can make arguments for others, but Paul is always going to be in the conversation.
To the paint, 11 feet away. Okafor kicks to Paul. Tries again. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
There's the pick. Favors sets the pick for Hayward. Buries it from 3-point range. Hayward's got 5 now.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. Utah was so tough near the end of last season, Greg. They weren't going to make the playoffs, but they did give other teams some trouble.
That's a great point. And how about going 19-10 after the All-Star break? Another team that would have been in the playoffs if they were in the East.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Noel's checked in, and Utah with a change here, too. Max checked in, and the 76ers making a change here. Embiid's checked in, and Utah with a change here, too. Trey Burke's checked in for Hood. And a wide open look for James. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got 4 assists now tonight.
And, you know, for the Jazz, you mentioned their post-All-Star break surge. I mean, that 19-10 record they had after the break was good enough for 6th best in the league.
The 76ers trail. And stolen by Hayward. Burke the pass to Hayward. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Hayward's got 10 points.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Paul with the 3. Hayward grabs the board.
And really, the Jazz were a team nobody wanted to play after the break. They were over 500 against the rest of the West and had some big wins over playoff teams in the process.
Here's James. Banked in off the glass. James has got 4 points in the quarter.
And he just big-boyed it right there. The height advantage he's got down low, really difficult for them to defend.
Favors with a screen on Paul. Burke dishes to Favors. Nice work there coming off the screen. Favors got the lead up to 6 now for Utah.
And that trip played out perfectly for them.
Paul kicks to Bryant. And the shot falls short this time.
But that would have been lucky had it fallen. Poor shot selection.
Yeah, look at the coach's face and the expression. It says all over it, are you kidding me?
Here's James. Oh, a monumental buzzer beater!
What a thrilling shot for one team and a heartbreaker for the other.
Simply fantastic. Cool as they come.
And we're set to start the action up here in the 4th.